Hello my dears, and welcome to my channel. As always, I am very happy and grateful that you chose to spend your time with me, and the ways you can support my channel: like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe so I can appease the mighty algorithm and be seen by more people, or click on the notification bell to be notified of when a new video comes out. And I hope that you are all doing well, but if not, I hope things will get better for you soon. But in the meantime, join me in exploring a land called Winchett Dale. And this is a map of Winchett Dale. And it is a place where you can encounter surprises, amazing creatures, witches, and many adventures. And currently, as of this video, there are 6 decks created by Phil and Jacqui Lovesey that we'll be exploring one at a time. And there's no order for these decks. I just basically have chosen them how I feel it would be good. But there's no order in any of these decks. But I wanted to start off the series of decks. It's not even a series per se. It's just the decks that they've come up with for this land. So I wanted to start off with the Majick Cottage, because in this one you're introduced to Matlock the magical hare, and where better place can you start is at home. So I thought that I would start it off with this deck, and it is currently being sold at Etsy for $69.15, and I will put a link up to their store in the description. And it was released in 2022, and the box itself is 5.40, and across is 3.75, and the width is 1.40. And the title, full title, is not on any sides. You get the Majick Cottage on the side, but the title is not really on any sides at all. And on the back, you are cordially invited to stay as an honored guest in the Majick Cottage, the most zataculous home in all of Winchett Dale. Let Matlock the hare be your host as you explore this most crumlish place, unlocking secrets and discovering hidden wisdom throughout this enchanting 44-card oracle deck and full-color guidebook. Welcome to the Majick Cottage, home to magic, wisdom, and Matlock the hare. Okay. And it comes with this lovely chunky guidebook. It's pretty thick, and we'll explore that after we look at these beautiful little cards. Well, can't say little, but I love this artwork. I fell in love with their artwork. I kind of stumbled onto their little world. All right, so as you can see, comparable to Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, but most oracle cards are bigger than the tarot cards. And the cards themselves, 5 inches height across is 3.5, and the deck is about 3/4 of an inch. And as you can see by the back, if you do reversals, they will be revealed from the lovely little cozy cottage. Alright, so the other decks in the series that I will be doing videos on is Secrets of the Wandwood, A Hare's Odyssey, White Hare Wisdom, the 4 Covens, and the Orbordium. I hope I said that right. Alright, and I was introduced to their world through the White Hare Wisdom deck, and I discovered that they had this whole other realm. Alright, so let's go ahead and explore. And that is Matlock. And that is the deck itself. And the cards are bendy, but they are thick, but not too thick. So I think the card stock is pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and explore the guidebook. And they do sign the guidebooks. And you have your copyright and one of the little creatures. And then we go into the content page and introduction. And Matlock introduces himself and basically tells you who he is and basically about himself. And the section is a story, which is a nice touch. And you can pause that and read that at your leisure. And then using the deck, and just tells you how you can connect with the deck. And then talks about how the creator uses the deck and gives you some questions that you can use, because pretty much we know that asking the right question makes all the matter in the world. And then we are introduced to Dale Speak, which is some of the words that are found in Winchendale Dale. And you get the words, and then you get what they are, adjective, noun, verb, and then what it means. And there was a card, Nifferdogle. Let's see if I can pull it out. Nifferdogle. And yep, there it is. Nifferdoogles. It means to sleep. So that's just an example of the Dale Speak. Okay, and then you get a map. So here's a bigger version of it, and we are here currently in Matlock's Cottage. And then it goes into basically the meanings of the cards, and they are long, but it's a story. There's a little bit of story in each of it. So you do get a lot. You do get a lot with the meanings, which I really enjoy little stories. And you'll get little meaning at the end of the story. And that is pretty much it. Because it's pretty much all the same. You get the color picture of what the card it is, and then you get the keyword, and little story and a meaning. And that is pretty much it. And then you get a little blurb with the two creators. Okay, so let's go ahead and shuffling, of course, with all large cards are going to be difficult in the beginning. And especially when they're so stiff when you first get them. But it's all right shuffling wise. And you can shuffle the side as well if you want to. Either way. Or you can just do the overhand. However is comfortable for you. It's an individual thing. Okay. Let's see who wants to pop up and give us a message. Yield. I just love the illustrations. There's just so much to look at. Okay, so let's see what Yield has to say. Okay. During my many happy years in this crumb-lush cottage, I have always been aware of its own magical life force. I am merely its fortunate custodian, a guest allowed to reside in a living home. The longer I spend here, the more moss I see growing in its thick stone walls, the more I hear its staying creak, the more I notice its roof slates weathered by storms. I open its windows to the wind, and it breathes. At night, curtains closed, it sleeps as soundly as the rest of us inside. And in so many ways we are one, the cottage, creatures, and I, yielding to time's magical elements, offering shelter and tending to our needs as best we can. As time has passed, I see so much of myself in this zagtaculous place. My own creaks seem to chime with each floorboard and wooden stair as I pass by, my youthful days abounding up and down this very same staircase, now a distant memory. Other times, too, rainstorms I might once have run from, I now joyfully yield to. Invigorated by the zactaculous drama of nature's magic, after I'll sit wrapped in a blanket by the fire with a warm mug of broadleaf brew, exhilarated and alive with the experience. Often it is the quietest and simplest of things I yield to. No longer possessing the spring's youthful energy, I am quieter in my autumn years, a time for gathering my thoughts and harvesting the bounteous knowledge and opportunities granted me so far. The young leveret who once so effortlessly bounded through the wand wood, whooshing imaginary creatures with a small hawthorn twig in his paw, has become a magical hare that likes nothing better than to sit and yield to a fresh, cleansing wind, watching the washing dance as it dries. Some might argue to that yield is a concession of sorts, but here in Winchett Dale we think of it differently. By yielding to nature, we accept the elements both within and without, fully enjoying the privilege of each and every day we pass in this most zactaculous, magical place. We yield because we listen to nature's invitation that constantly surrounds us. Sometimes a visitor might ask me, "How can I yield?" I tell them that the question proves that they already have, and that's now the time to find magical beauty within it. As the years pass and a home yields to the elements and inhabitants within, so we can learn to yield to. Oh, that's so nice. All right, so I don't know who needs to slow down, but, well, we kind of all need to slow down. But that is all I have for this lovely little deck. Let me know what you thought of it. And if you bought the deck after watching my video, please let me know so I know what I'm doing is helping others. And if you own the deck, let me know what you think about it. If it's not your cup of tea, let me know about it too. But once again, thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I hope that you will join me with a future video. But until next time, take care and goodbye, my dears.